Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Pulsar here from King's Choice, back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the Masquerade Ball. Um, Brand new event, just popped into KC. A whole lot to uncover. There's a lot of strategies involved that we won't get into. But just know that there's a lot of different options to make this game work. And it's kind of up to you guys and your community of people in your server to figure out what works best. But first, we'll start here. If you dive into the little mail tab here and go to this castle, it's not just for this event, but you can find guides for every event. So if we look at Masquerade Ball, you can look through here and kind of see it breaks down how the game works, what the objectives are, the dances, the masks, everything. Then it gives some recommended lineups, which it even says here, Lance believes that players can find more powerful lineups, which is probably true. I've looked through a few myself, and what is listed isn't necessarily what's best. At least it hasn't been thus far. But if you click this little tab here at the bottom, it'll take you straight to the mask details, or you can go here and go to mask details. And this is where it breaks down each one, where you can see what each mask is good at. That way you can kind of focus your attention, maybe have a game plan going into the event for which ones you want to target and which ones will work best. So that's just there for you to look at if you need to. So let's go ahead and go into the Masquerade Ball here. Enter the event, and then you'll see here when you open up the game, just your top three will have masks available. The other two will not. These three will start at level 1, which you can see up top here. These little numbers in the top left corner are what level the masks are. The number in the bottom left corner is going to be their technique, which is basically saying what their attack is. So as the dance happens, when this number hits, it'll reduce this number, which is the defense, which is also known as their popularity. And each time that one of these numbers deals, this number gets reduced. Once this hits 0, they leave the dance floor. Their skills will sometimes go into effect. It just depends on what their skills are. And yeah, so there's a lot of combinations you can try. There's some that will. This is my current lineup. This one and this one both take effect at the beginning of the battle. So when the battle starts, it's going to consume popularity equal to 35% of the skill caster's technique, and then to take two opponents with the highest popularity and making them lose that amount of popularity as the skill caster. And on this other one, Bumblebee, when it starts, they're going to reduce the popularity by 2 for 2 random opponents. So you'll see that happen as soon as we hit the start button. And then this third skill here, when leaving the dance floor, it calls 1 dance partner with 2 technique and 1 popularity up. So you'll see that take effect. And then on this evil specter, when your backup lever moves every 2 times, it reduces the popularity by 2 for 2 random opponents, and it can trigger up to 6 times each dance battle. I'm actually going to move that to last. And then the merman here, when an opponent lever leaves the dance floor, reduces the popularity by 2 for 1 random opponent dancer. So you'll see all that take effect. Up here, you'll see that we have Eat Cherry Pie leading the dance. So you can click here. You only have 1 chance at this per day. This number here, your charm, will play a role in this. So if I were to challenge now, that 1900 would reduce the 200 that's left plus about 1700 from this number. Just cause I won't take the lead in the dance, but I will, reduce her by a lot. The goal here isn't to hit your own alliance, so we've kind of been learning that as we've been going. When this person has the lead up here, it gives their entire alliance a bonus, and like I said, you can only do it once per day challenge. So as long as Cherry Pie is the lead dancer, everybody in Eat will benefit from her being the lead dancer. So that's something to keep in mind when server versus server comes, or when you're within your server. You don't want to hit your own teammates. It should be people from other alliances challenging Cherry Pie here to take the lead. Let's go back. And then once you're in, you have these little tickets. or battle chances. You'll start with, I believe it's 10 on a day. Every 30 minutes you generate more so that you can participate without spending. If you choose to spend, there are that options as well. You can purchase 2 battle chances for 100 gold. So if you want to use an extra 10 battles per day, you can spend the 500 gold and get those. Or you can purchase these from event packs. If we go to value packs, you'll see here these are for the Masquerade Ball masks. After you do your 2 battles, it gives you a chance to refresh those masks. You can draw different if you're targeting a specific mask. And then the ballroom invitation here, this is what recovers the battle chances. So you can purchase these. You can also, it's the same thing, just a little bit more options for the $4.99. Same with the $9.99. And then when you get to the $29.99, you're going to get this lead dance challenge coupon. This is what we previously talked about, where you only have one chance per day. If you buy the $29.99 pack, you will be able to challenge that lead dancer one more time. If you buy the $49.99, you challenge them twice, as well as a free mask upgrade, basically. It makes your current masks stronger, whichever one you choose to put it on. And then you've got the $99.99 option here, where you get 3 chances at taking that lead dance role, and then you have 2 upgrades on the mask here. So if we go here and we want to strengthen them, we would need one of those masks that you get from the value packs. So anyway, with that being said, we'll dive in. We'll take a look at these 2 skills. They should trigger off the start. This one here, when leaving the dance floor, it should call one of our lovers back up. And then these 2 here, when an opponent leaves the dance floor, reduces popularity by 2 for one random opponent. And then this one here, it should take effect twice as it moves the 2 times, and it'll reduce the popularity by 2 for 2 of their lovers by 2. So let's get into this. All right, so we'll see this one take effect first, reduces the 2. This one will take effect as well, reduces the 2. So those are our first 2. All right, and so now it's going to take place. She does 7 damage, forces her out. She did 5, forced her out as well. We lost the 1, so here we go. That was that skill taking effect. When the opponent lover leaves the dance floor, it reduces popularity by 2 for a random one of these. All right, this one won't have any effects right now because it already went in the beginning. So that one just moved for the second time. So you saw it reduce the 2 up top. That was its skill. Every time it moves twice, random generates. All right, this one's effect calls 1 when it leaves. We'll see how this works. All right, that one's going to do the 2. All right, there's the refresh. So it just came back. We got a random lover here with the 2 and a 1. Won't do a lot of damage, but it does have, an effect. So it'll do 2 damage to Joycelyn here. It'll be eliminated, but it did do some damage. Obviously, as that skill increases, it'll get a little bit stronger. All right, and then these guys, when an opponent lover leaves the dance floor, so they won't have any more effect. This one will have 1 more effect towards the end. Let's see. All right, so it just moved for the second time. There we go. Took effect. All right, and here's the last one. We should win this, and we'll have 1 lover left, so we should get the win. All right, there we go. So we won the dance battle here. Where we did not have more charm than they had, so we didn't get the bonus there, but that's what this would be for if we had more charm overall. And then the lead dancer buffs, this is if Cherry Pie was in my alliance, or if I was the alliance holder that was winning the lead dance battle, I would get some additional points here. But we only got 100 points. We'll take it. It's a win. So now we have the chance at a mask because that was our second. All right. So all these are new, Thunderbird, Lion, and Rabbit. This is where I mentioned if you want it to refresh here, so say we didn't want any of these options, we wanted to prove our current lineup, we would have to have a refresh pass, which would come from a bundle. I'm not purchasing any bundles right now, but that's where they would be. So I have the chance here, when a dance partner called by your backup dancer steps into the dance floor, it'll grant 2 and 1. When your backup lover leaves the dance floor, reduces popularity by 2 or 1 for a random opponent dancer. That's pretty good. And then Rabbit, when your nearest backup lover to the left moves every 1 time, it grants +1 technique and +0 popularity to that backup lover triggered up to 6 times. So I like that one as well because that just continuously makes our people stronger. However, I'm going to go with the lion here. There's 3 different mask types you can get. The blue one is in theory the weakest per se. That's the ones you'll start with. You'll start with 3 random blues. They won't be as strong overall, but I do think some of them do have relevant skills, as you can see by the ones that I've selected. Um, and then you go to purple. So the purple guys here, they'll be a little bit stronger overall on these attributes here. This one's leveled up to level 3, so that's why this is a little bit higher than my purple ones are. And then you'll have gold, which I believe you have to refresh for a chance to get a gold. Again, we're still all kind of learning this. I'm pretty sure that's what it said though. All right, so you can also click here, and this will tell you, it's shown in the guide where it gives you suggested pairings. Again, this is all kind of what you choose to make it. If you want to follow these, you're more than welcome to. That's why they're there. If not, I don't think it's a bad option to come up with your own either. And then you've got the mask details here where it will show as you level up what increases. So it's either or. When you level up 1 to 2 for this one, it increases its overall, but these skills stay the same. However, when you go to from 2 to 3, these stay the same. Their attack and defense, but it increases their popularity. So you'll either get a skill increase or you'll get their attack or defense increased, and all the way down to level 6, which is when they cap out. So that's kind of how that works. These have consistent from 3 to 5. It'll get a consistent upgrade, but then when it gets to 6, it just gives you a second technique upgrade and and then continues that second popularity upgrade. So that's pretty important to pay attention to. Again, as far as a strategy standpoint, if you want to pay attention to that to see what works best. I think that's about everything that I have to cover here. That covers the basics of this event. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or message me on Discord or Twitter, and I'm happy to get back to you guys there. But for now, that's all we know. See ya.